All right, y'all. Welcome to the Sports Debaters Network featuring NFL Talk, episode 6. We got a lot of important things to discuss. Um, but my co-host Justin, he want to talk about one specific thing. He got a big strong opinion about it. Justin, you want to go over and take over from here?
All right, y'all. What's up, y'all? Yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day in America. Um, let's start off with our best friend, our new science buddy, Aaron Rodgers. So in the off season, we were, of course, everybody's trying to figure out who's vaccinated, who's not. Why? Because if you were unvaccinated, you may cost your team a very important game, even a playoff game, a Super Bowl, by catching COVID and not being able to play for 10 days, etc. They asked Mr. Aaron Rodgers in a press conference, "Sir, are you vaccinated?" Simple question, easy answer. Yes or no, pretty simple. He used the word "I'm immunized," which he was slick about it because we all figured, hey, Aaron Rodgers flexing that Cal Berkeley education, smartest guy in the room. He don't even say vaccinated. This guy's cool. He says I'm immunized. Okay, cool. He's been on the sideline without a mask, doing press conferences in person without a mask, hooking up on everybody, attending Halloween parties, being John Wick, all kind of stuff. Aaron Rodgers is living his best life. Then he tests positive for COVID. Happens. There's breakthrough cases all the time. Not all the time, but it happens. He's out for 10 days. He's out for 10 days? What do you mean he's out for 10 days? Oh, that means he's unvaccinated. So you lied. And you knew you lied. Rodgers went on Pat McAfee's show, one of his only podcasts he seems to trust. I like Pat McAfee; he's pretty funny. Um, and he goes on this long rant about nothing. It was 20 minutes of my life I will never get back. I'm honestly mad I watched it. He said the woke mob is after him and that it was a witch hunt in the off season. Now he did give a valid explanation for not taking the vaccine. Apparently he's allergic to one of the ingredients in mRNA vaccines, which is Pfizer and Moderna. Cool. And he didn't take the Johnson and Johnson because of the clotting issues. Cool. The problem was, sir, nobody gave a crap that you didn't take it. You gave a crap that you lied about taking it, or that you were immunized. Apparently, he took some alternative solution or whatever to boost his antibodies that obviously didn't work. And so now you've cost your team the Kansas City game. You won't be eligible until Saturday, right before the Seahawks game. Now, could you play? Probably. But if Jordan Love plays well, I'm not putting you on the field. So you may have cost your team the Seahawks game as well. All because you want to be slick and host Jeopardy over the summer. Good old Mr. Aaron Rodgers. And now your team could be facing additional punishment, including fines, loss of draft picks, or a personal suspension for you because you decided that you wanted to do things unmasked, including not do interviews unmasked, which you said the rule was stupid, so you didn't do it. Okay.
So let me ask you let me ask you something. Do you think Aaron Rodgers deserved to be suspended?
Absolutely. And the Packers should lose a couple draft picks because they had to know.
Okay, this why I come in. I think we should lose draft picks because we knew, right? We knew his situation. But I don't think he should be suspended because it's not like in New York or whatever where he have to be vaccinated. Uh, but he did lie, and we obviously knew that he lied, that he never got it. So I think us as an organization, we might take some fines, loss of draft picks, but I definitely don't think Aaron Rodgers should be suspended. Um, I don't think he should play the Seattle game as well. Um, because I think he in on Saturday the day before, and he won't be eligible till Saturday the day before the Seahawks game. You just said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he should play Kansas City or Seattle, uh, just to let everything blow over. But yeah, I honestly don't think he should be suspended. I think we should be. I think we should be. Punishment as an organization. But as for him, I definitely don't think he should be suspended. What's your thoughts on it, Caleb?
I feel the same way, just like you. As the like as like the GM and everything, like y'all had to know whether or not if he was vaccinated or not. Now then, since that he is allergic to the like some things pass by, whatever. So like there were some alternatives to actually like fight the virus and everything, but like maybe that he needed to get another like booster shot or something like that. And yeah, Spencer, like all what we do, we draft injury prone players and bums and stuff like that. But anywho, I think that he needed another booster shot for the little alternative route, whatever. Because like all before then, he was fine, and then all of a sudden he had contracted COVID. So I mean, it was a very very weird situation. But I yes he did lie, but I don't think that he should be punished for it because he does have a legitimate excuse. Now the organization, on the other hand, they had to know, and because they didn't really do anything about it, and now we're going into week 9, and now he has to sit down for this week and possibly next week also. Then what, so that's my spill on it.
I don't know, but I mean, as for other players who did get vaccinated or who did get vaccinated, like at the same time, Rodgers, like Justin said, he was trying to be slick about it because other players and other organizations thought he was vaccinated. After games, when he go up to players and shake their hand, talk to them, they thought he was vaccinated, so they thought it was safe, as if you want to put it like that. Uh, But Rodgers is a slick one. I ain't gonna lie, he is a slick one. Like you using that word immunized, like that is a slick way of doing it. Uh, Disappointed in him as our quarterback because um, first he lied. He's not gonna cost us the division because our division trash. Our division like suck. He could miss 4 games, we probably still win the division. Uh, but does that say about a character, about what kind of person he is? Does that say a lot about that?
Oh, go ahead, Justin.
In my opinion, it makes this offseason look a little fishy.
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Because this whole offseason on the Packers side, you kept hearing, look, Aaron's telling y'all a bunch of stuff he never told us. So all of a sudden, he got this list of players he wanted, and he wanted this personnel control and all that stuff. He never tell us this. And then reports came out that he was selfish in the building, that he did stuff nobody else would do. He was kind of making that offseason look real fishy.
I don't know. Yeah, I went through this. Well, me and Caleb, we went through this all season stuff with not exactly, but with Brett Favre, where he retired, unretired, blah blah blah. It just seems like Aaron Rodgers was just trying to play victim in the all season. Now that all this stuff that is coming out that he's doing, that he did or didn't do, I don't know. But I definitely think now, like I wasn't 100% sure, but I am 100% now that this is his last season with us. Like,
oh, absolutely. There's no way he comes back next year.
Yeah, I was like 90% sure. I'm like 100% now. Like this is definitely his last season with us. Oh, it is what it is. Y'all ready to move on to this ODELL topic? ODELL.
Oh, I was gonna rant on them, but then the Cleveland and Aaron Rodgers just made it just, oh my god. There was so much stupidity going on. I didn't know who to rant on. I was confused.
So ODELL, which team do y'all think ODELL is going to? I'm gonna start with you on this one, Caleb.
I think that ODELL will probably go to. If I was a playoff team, I'm going to like the Raiders or like like the Chargers or somewhere like that. Like someone that has somewhat of a easy path or something like that to even get into the playoffs. Now, if I wanted to be petty and to get back at Baker, I would go to say like Pittsburgh or which other team they had? think
The
it
Bengals, the
was the
Ravens.
Bengals. But I would not want to see him with the Bengals because then that would make that team like even more deadly. But I can see him and Juju or him being Derek with Derek Carr, especially after losing Henry Ruggs and everything else like that. But but NFC side, I think that the 49ers could like benefit more, but like do they have the money for it? I don't really know. But Philadelphia, that can maybe get them back into the playoff race, maybe, but I don't really see that happening. So
All right, so Jeremy said only teams currently with enough cap space to absorb 7.5 million: Chargers, Bengals, Steelers, Jags, Eagles, Seahawks, Panthers, Washington football team, and Broncos.
Yeah. So how? So I was gonna rant on the Browns because they just that was about 4 days of dumb. And I've never seen an organization do 4 days of dumb consecutively on the same thing. And by the day, get dumber. So here's what the Browns side to do. You had a couple trade offers, most notably with the Saints. Not sure what the exact details was. I've heard of 2, I've heard of 3, I've heard of 3 and a 5. But whatever. They were gonna move on from ODELL, turn to the Saints. The Browns said we didn't have a trade that made sense to us. All right. Whatever. Cool. I work with I believe you. Cool. That leads me to believe that you're going to decide to keep him. Common sense would say, you're not going to trade him at the deadline. Keep him. At least to the offseason. Trade him in the offseason. All of 5 hours later, Odell, or 3 hours later, Odell's dad drops the most damning video on Baker Mayfield I've seen in my life. It was 11 minutes of video that wasn't great. And then LeBron followed that up 30 minutes later with hashtag free OBJ. So at this point, you gotta trade him. The Browns are like, nope, not gonna do it. So then you decide to release him, but then so you're gonna pay him to not play for you and let him go where he want to go. Cool. All right. In regards to the question where I think he ends up ultimately, I think the Saints have a good chance. That's going home. They were interested before the deadline. I'm sure his representation were talking to the Saints anyway. So the Saints have a good shot. I don't see him going anywhere, to be honest. I don't see him going to Vegas. It just doesn't. I don't know. Like it makes sense city-wise. I just don't know if the offense is conducive. Because as much as we think Darren Waller is catching all the passes, their leading receiver is actually Hunter, the kid from Clemson.
Yeah, I think Darren Waller just got like 33 receptions.
He got like 33, and Hunter has like 35. So as much as we think this offense is bound with Darren Waller, he's not really catching many passes. 49ers run the ball too much for me. So you already got Debo taking a lot of catches. Now Kittle's back. And then you add in Odell. They only pass the ball 24, 25 times a game. So I think honestly, Saints is probably number 1. Baltimore, New England probably tied for 2nd. And then Kansas City sneakily is in there because they've been trying to find somebody opposite Tyreek Hill since Sammy Watkins left. And you can put Mecole Hardman, Josh Gordon, and the other one.
Tyreek Hill.
No. It's Mecole Hardman, Josh Gordon, and
Sammy Watkins.
Nope. Who's the other receiver on their team now? It's not Tyreek Hill, but Mecole, Josh Gordon. I can't even think of the kid's name. You put all 3 of them together, and they don't equal Odell. So, yeah, Kansas City is sneakily in there. But I think he clears waivers. Nobody's going to absorb that 7.5. I don't think, unless the Chargers do it.
Brian Pringle. Is that his name?
Yeah, him. Yes, him. Yes. Unless the Chargers do it. Maybe the Bengals do it. But I think he clears waivers and he'll be picked up Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Hey, just to announce to everybody that's watching the podcast on Facebook, allow StreamYard access to your Facebook. So when you make a comment, your picture will actually pop up on the screen as well. So we'll know who you are. The thing. Okay, cool. Uh, I actually, when you said the Patriots tied for second, I actually got the Patriots first. Uh, because of the fact that Mac Jones is an up and coming quarterback. He better being an Alabama fan. He's better than I expected he was going to be. Uh, so I actually, and as far as I think the Patriots giving them the best position to actually be on a contender, uh, be on a good team. They pass the ball. Um, if Jameis Winston was still playing, I would have the Saints number one. If Jameis Winston was still
Oh
playing.
yeah, if James was still playing, I'd have the Saints number one by a mile.
Yeah, I definitely have the Saints number one. But I have the Pats number one. I have Kansas City number two. Um, then I have Vegas three. But I don't know. But he not gonna want to go to a team. He said that he want to go to a contender, and I think those three teams make the most sense. Unfortunately for the Saints, maybe they could have traded for him before James Winston got hurt. But yeah, since he hurt, I don't see him going to the Saints at all. All right, so since we're on Odell, let's talk about Baker Mayfield. Is Baker Mayfield done in Cleveland? Is this his last year in Cleveland? Will Cleveland actually pay him? Justin, go. I want to start with you on that.
Here's what they should do. The answer should be call the Houston Texans, trade that man for a first round pick, and move on with your life. Unfortunately for me, or unfortunately for Cleveland, rather, and all the Cleveland fans out there, they're going to pay Baker Mayfield probably $35 million a year because Cleveland has a social complex problem. Cleveland reminds me of the guy in high school who was ugly. And the first girl that talked to him, he just latched on her for the rest of his life. Didn't matter how she treated him. Didn't matter how bad she was. He didn't care because she liked him. And that's all he cared about. Baker Mayfield is the first quarterback to openly like Cleveland since the city of Cleveland was established. He's the only quarterback to ever really like the city. And so they're going to latch on to him because he's one of them. He fights for them, the underdog story. He is Tua Tagovailoa, except he throws with the other hand. He's not athletic as he thinks. His best quality is accuracy, and I never see it. His arm strength is average. He actually is worse than Tua because he's got an arrogant ego. And he got more progressive commercials than game wins. So, I would move on. I would trade him to Houston for a first round pick. They don't have to be this year. Trade him for next year's first round pick. They're going to suck either way. I would move on. I think Cleveland's going to pay him.
What if Cleveland sneaks into the playoffs this year somehow, some way? That's gonna put more pressure on them to pay him.
No, it doesn't. Okay, it would be by the fans, maybe. No, it doesn't. Baker Mayfield's averages in his past few games and Case Keenum, when he stepped in, were the same. Exactly the same. Yards per play, total yards per game, points per game, passing rating was basically the same.
So would you agree that Baker Mayfield is probably the worst quarterback in the AFC North?
Easily. And I was so down on Ben before the season started, it wasn't even funny.
Me too.
And he makes Ben like he got 5 years left.
Right.
What you think about Baker Mayfield, Caleb?
He was great last year. Well, not great, but he was better than what he was looking like the past couple of years. And it led us to think the Browns were up back. Then you come back this year. Yes, OBJ he came back week 3 or 4, whatever that it was.
Brashad Perriman has been released per Adam Schefter.
Wow.
Not daytime sports. Damn.
I know he got me this time, but yeah, Brashad Perriman has been released from the Bears per Adam Schefter.
Oh, OBJ may be going there. Anyway, I really think that Baker is really holding back the Browns and everything. Because, without that rushing game, bro, the Browns are really nothing. The defense is actually pretty good.
More breaking news. Tua is out today. He has a small fracture in the middle finger of his throwing hand. and will not start. Jacoby Brissett will start against the Houston Texans.
All right.
I mean, that's a W for Miami anyway.
I hope so.
Be surprised. Bottom line is, Baker needs to go, or they gotta do something else. Cause like, aside from last year, whenever they didn't really
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Tua.
Tua's gonna back Jacoby up. What the hell?
Is he out or is he playing? Like, what's going on?
Apparently, he's just not gonna start. That Jacoby's gonna start, but Tua's the backup. So if he's too hurt to start, how the hell is he the backup? Boy, Miami does some. Oh boy.
Flores.
Miami probably don't want to put it out there that he benched.
That he's trash. Yeah. I mean, we all figured that one out, but he didn't have to tell us that.
You got a few folks that be like, "Oh no, man, Tua's good. Tua's good." No, he's not. No, he's not.
Okay, that man was throwing four first round pick receivers at Alabama. He was never that good.
Right.
I was one of those people.
Oh, we know.
You try telling you, it's like, "Hey man, Tua's not good." But anyway, Baker just gotta go. That's just point blank, period. And so let me just end that there before that Justin comes up with more breaking news.
Hey man, I don't know why it's popping off on a Sunday, but hey.
I like what you said, Justin, about the girlfriend boyfriend quote. Because you're right, Cleveland hasn't had a quarterback to win 9 games since Derek Anderson. Was it Derek? It was Derek Anderson, right?
Yeah, Derek Anderson had that random hot year out of nowhere.
Yeah, it came from out of nowhere. And then they had Brian Hoyer play good one year when Josh Gordon made the All-Pro team. But besides that, Cleveland hasn't had a quarterback, and since Baker Mayfield is above, you want to say above average? Y'all want to say above?
Slightly
above.
I was talking to somebody in the group about this the other day. I was like, I can get to 15 before I start debating him. And so, really, it's really I got to 13, 14, so slightly above average.
Okay, so slightly above average. Is he better than Kirk Cousins? I think I heard. I can't remember who said this. I think it was
No.
The Herd. I think it's your boy from the Herd. He said Kirk. He said Kirk. Yeah, Colin. He said Kirk Cousins is your threshold as average quarterback. If you're not better than Kirk Cousins, you're below average. If you're better, you're above average.
That is a very good question and a very good statement. And to answer the question, he's not better than Kirk Cousins. By the way, he may not play on Thursday as well. So this feels like a very nice excuse to bench him. That's all I heard.
All right,
Tua's not good, Coach. I hope
update. That boy is sad. That's all I heard.
All right, y'all boy Reason said they was trying to force the ball to OBJ and it made Baker worse. When they first got OBJ, because they don't try to force him anymore.
I mean, like a lot of Baker's throws, they were very, very, very good.
Oh, and I didn't like about the Baker thing? That they leaked that report to the media talking about we run a timing offense. And even though players may look open, if he's not where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there, I watched at least 6 clips in that 11-minute video of Baker throwing over open OBJ to a covered somebody else. So ain't no way you didn't see him. Like, you had to physically throw the ball over his head to the covered person behind him. Like, it's no. Like, your boy just not good. I'm sorry. Like, they just
He's not. All right. So let's talk about the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry is out. Mike Anton, my boy on the NBA podcast, he said Ryan Tannehill is going to step up and lead Tennessee to the promised land. Do y'all think Tennessee still make the playoffs? Do y'all think they are still a contender? What's y'all thoughts on the Titans?
Well, with that defense, No, not at all. If this is the same old Ryan Tannehill back from the Dolphins days, no, they're not going. I mean, they could still be a playoff team depending on what the coach do. But as of right now, I don't really see it happening unless that AP turns back the hands of time and like he just goes ape shit. But even I don't see that happening.
How close is AP to the rushing record? Like a few thousand off?
He's a couple thousand off. I can look it up, but I think he's 6 to 6, something like that. But he's a
little bit to go.
Yeah. He got a minute to go. Let's see, because Emmett's at 18,355. AP, yeah, he got 3,500 basically to catch him.
Yeah, he would need to finish this season strong and have a strong next season.
Has a strong couple of seasons after this.
He got to start.
Yeah, he got to go somewhere and be a starting running back for 2-3 years.
He got to go to Cleveland.
He ain't going to Cleveland. He better go to, I don't know, the Ravens. All he do is run the ball.
Nah, Lamar is the running back.
That's true. Go to Kansas City or some shit. I don't know.
So what you think about the Titans, Justin? You still think they make the playoffs, or you still think they're a contender?
My boy Carson Wentz really messed this up for me. It ain't Carson Wentz's fault. That's the sad part. Yeah, because they have a 2.5 game lead with tiebreak on the Colts. So barring something catastrophic happens, I don't know how they don't make the playoffs. They're still holding out hope for Derrick Henry to come back. Because I looked at the schedules the other day, and I was saying the Colts could get to 9 reasonably without, they beat the team they should be losing, they should lose to, get to 9. And I had the Titans getting a 10, but that just depends on how long or how bad Tannehill looks without him. Because they could lose 3 in a row. They got the Rams, Saints. They won't lose 3 in a row. They got the Texans. But they got the Rams, Saints, Texans, then Patriots. So they could lose 3 out of 4. Colts win 2 out of 4, and it's a game back situation with 5 left. So I think they still get in just because they have too big of a lead on the Colts. If the Colts had beat them the last time, I said they wouldn't get in. And they're holding out hope for Derrick Henry to come back week 15, week 16, and then make a run for the playoffs. So, yeah, I think the Titans still get in, but their ceiling's low. If Henry don't come back, they're going to lose in the first round. I mean, that's just fact. Ryan Tannehill is slightly above Kirk Cousins, so he's slightly above average, I guess. They pulled Adrian Peterson off the scrap heap, and that man was contemplating going on ABC and Dancing with the Stars, so who knows how good a shape he in. I mean, they'll be straight. Julio Jones always hurt. They got AJ Brown still. They'll be all right. I mean, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out today against the Rams. Just how valuable they are.
Speaking of the Rams, does Von Miller make the Rams the team to beat in the NFC?
No. Only because they didn't get him for regular season games. Like there's a good chance he don't even play today. He's still bad an ankle injury. He passed his physical, but there's not a good chance he can play today. They got him for January and February. They got him for on 20, 25 plays on the road in Lambeau. It's Von Miller and Aaron Donald, not just Aaron Donald. It's on the road in Arizona. It's Von Miller and Aaron Donald, not just Aaron Donald on pass downs.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be vicious, man.
That's gonna be insane.
And don't forget about Leonard Floyd too.
Yeah, Leonard Floyd's there. So you put Aaron Donald on the inside, Von on one edge, Floyd on the other edge.
Like, don't get in passing situations like 3rd and 14.
I'm punting on 3rd down.
Canadian Football League.
Yeah, I'm punting on 3rd.
So do you think the Rams have enough to win the NFC? What division? NFC West.
West.
Depends.
The Cardinals taking that L to Green Bay hurt, and then Kyler may or may not play today. So, yeah, they'll probably catch Arizona.
Yeah, I think if the Rams end up getting that 1 seed, like I think that would be enough. Like
If they get that one, it's gonna be hard to take them out in LA.
yeah, like the best thing, like Bucks, Cowboys. Uh, I mean, I think unfortunately since Aaron Rodgers is out, Caleb, I don't see us, winning today, and that's gonna hurt us. that's
Yeah. Oh
gonna
boy,
hurt
but if y'all do, oh boy, if y'all do. Oh my god! I don't even know who I want to attack that from. Do I want to blast KC or blast Aaron Rodgers, blast Brian Gutekunst? I don't even know. Oh, the excitement level in my body would be insane.
And if we beat Kansas City with Jordan Love and friends, hey, I'ma love it. Hey, but Devontae Adams and Scanlon, they good to play though.
Devontae and Scanlon have been activated, so everybody there but Rodgers.
Yeah, so he gonna have the weapons. Just throw it to Devontae. He gonna be open.
That's all Aaron do. Get in trouble, throw it to 17.
Throw it to Devontae. All right, Kayla, what you think about the Rams? You think they got enough to win the NFC?
And shit, like it all depends on like who that they match up with and all that stuff. Now, they already beat the Bucks and everything. So, like we're not too much worried about the Bucks right now, especially after losing to the Saints. Arizona beat them. I'm pretty sure that with Rodgers, we could beat them, and Dallas can also put up a very good fight. But like there are some cases to where that the like the Rams defense will win games for them. Now, let's not forget they do have Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford does a lot of jackass things. All it takes is for Stafford to have is a bad game, and just like that, boom, Rams don't have an offense. They can't really put up any points and all that stuff. Like we saw that against the Cardinals. So I still say that it still boils down to how that Matthew Stafford plays. If that Matthew Stafford has a very, very solid game to where that he can like manage and like disrupt have it his way, then yeah. Now, if that Cooper Cup goes down, then so does the Rams' chances. So I don't know.
Well, we play the Rams later on in the season, so we're gonna find out. We definitely gonna find out in Green Bay. Yeah, in Green Bay. We play the Rams in Green Bay this year.
Ooh,
But
will it be Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers?
It's gonna be Rodgers by that time. It's gonna be Rodgers by that time.
at the same token, like Cooper Cup always gets hurt around that time. So like if he's down, I think that the Rams' chances go down tremendously.
All right, Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert? Who y'all taking as y'all quarterback right now?
Burrow.
Joe. Broadway Joe.
All right, Justin, we're gonna talk about the Patriots for a couple of minutes. Are y'all a good team right now? Do you see yourself as a playoff team right now? Like, if y'all get in the playoffs, do you think that y'all could actually like put a scare in the team?
I do. I do see us as a playoff team right now. As you guys know, I have my Mac Jones doubts. Long term, I still do. I don't think he's ever going to get much better than he is right now, which I mean, he's a solid NFL quarterback now. So above average is probably his ceiling. But at the moment, that's all we pretty much need. We're running the ball well, playing good defense. I don't know what happened in that Miami game. And I'm scared that loss will come back to haunt us because Miami hadn't beat anybody but us. To answer your question, yes, Kyler is questionable and may or may not play. He's going to try to get through warm-ups and see what happens. But, yeah, I mean, we're a good team. The OBJ thing, I think, will put us over the top. Because Mac is used to playing with receivers kind of do their own thing, like Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. They were great route runners, but they kind of spiced it up when they had to. That's pretty much OBJ does or is accused of doing by his bad quarterback. So yeah, I think we're a good team. I don't think anybody would try to play us. I don't think that's a match to look at your schedule and go New England. Like I don't think that's I feel like there's other teams in the AFC you'd rather play in the playoff situation. The last thing you want is Bill coming to your building with a game plan and playoff on his mind. So yeah, I think we're a very solid team. And we got a couple games here, a nice little stretch that we can end up 8-4 after all this. So
All right, what's your thoughts on the Patriots, Caleb? Do you think they're a contender? You think they could get in the playoffs and put a scare on somebody?
I think that they could get into the playoffs. Like I said, that was like 2-3 weeks ago. Mac Jones is really like one of the best rookie quarterbacks out right now, and like he has had some very very good games, like versus Dallas and trying to think who else it was, where that Mac Jones like lit it up. Um, like it all boils down to him. The defense is still very very good. Like like how that Justin said, seeing Bill in the playoffs is really not a very very favorable thing to actually do. Like that, I would run from Bill, is especially with them as a hungry underdog. Like nah, uh-uh. I wouldn't really like my chances. So I definitely see the Patriots being a playoff team.
All right, so yeah, I got the Patriots as a playoff team too, and that quote that you said about Bill Belichick remind me of what LeBron had said a few years ago, that no matter what
that
seed
man
they got,
that
you
man
don't
said
want
we
me
don't care if
coming.
we a 2 seed, a 4 seed, a 6 seed. He don't want to see us on the road in game one.
No, you don't want me to come in your house on game one. When you said that, that made me think of that quote LeBron had said a few years ago. Uh, let's go back to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, would y'all call their best win this year the first game of the season against the Cowboys?
He pushed off. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
that's
they
that's the only
played.
win they won. I mean, everything else is kind of easy.
Yeah, that's what I was getting into. I would call the next best win against the Patriots, and that came down to a
Six
bad
inches,
Bill Belichick
lost
going
his
for a
mind.
field goal. Yeah, but yeah, when they played the Saints, they didn't look good. When they played the Rams, they didn't look good. And that's two. That's basically two strong NFC teams. Do y'all think the Bucks? Do y'all think they are capable of going on that type of run they did last year in the playoffs by going on the road and basically beating everybody? Or do you think that they hit their ceiling because they don't look as good as a team this year as they did last year? What's your thoughts on that, Kayla?
they have a lot of injuries, but I mean, like injuries is like part of the game, and like how like certain other people respond to the calling. Um, like how that you had said last week, Antonio Brown is a major weapon in that offense. Without him, then like Tom didn't really have like anybody else to actually throw to, especially like you were down as well. So if the Buccaneers, who is very much like the Chiefs, if that they could run the ball, like decently, like like they put up at least about like 85 to like 95 yards a game, like they they could beat something. You got to be able to like keep the defenses honest, but like these boys can't really run the ball either. So it lets the defenses key in more on like Tom Brady pass the ball, which is how the Bucks lost last week. So um, I still think that they can still do something, but like, do they have what it takes to actually win it all? Of course they do. They still have the same team and then some more, but they're not my Super Bowl pick. So
All right, Justin. I know you're a big Brady fan. What's your thoughts on the Bucks?
Um, I think they do have similar capabilities to what they did last year. They could definitely use a bye week. I don't know when that bye week is, but they could definitely use a bye week of no practice, no nothing. Just sit around the house and get healthy. Because they're pretty beat up at the moment. Oh wait, the bye week's this week. Look at that. All right, cool. Yeah. So this is so they can really use the bye week. They have a beat up Rob Gronkowski. Sherman's not healthy. I've heard they got running back nicks and neck injuries. AB's been out. They don't have a starting corner at the moment, so they really use this bye week. And then last year after the bye week, they struggled going into it, and then they took off. Did like a self evaluation period. Arians and Brady got in the room, figured life out, and then came out firing. So especially after the ugly loss to what he did to the Saints, I think they have the capabilities to take off the same way they did last year. It really comes down to health for them. They're pretty beat up at the moment, like Caleb was saying. They don't have a lot of anything healthy besides the old man, which is outlandish. But everything else is pretty beat up. Their line of scrimmage is fine, but they just need a little health, a little more health, a little time off, recoup, hit the reset button. I think they'll be all right.
Okay. Wasn't it against the Saints last year when they lost that second game against the Saints? Then after that, they didn't lose again. I can't. I can't.
Same situation. Because they had the bye week. They had the bye week like right after that, and then took off.
All right. So we're gonna talk about the Saints. As y'all know, Trevor Siemian is their starter. Taysom Hill is their backup. With them losing Jameis Winston, they got the Falcons today at home, which is never an easy game for them. No matter how good,
It should be. Atlanta, New Orleans play close. It don't matter if one team is great, one team is bad. They always go.
That's what I was just about to say. It don't matter who is good, who is bad. They always play close. So they got Atlanta today. They got the Titans, Eagles, Bills, Cowboys, Jets, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Panthers, and then they end the season at Atlanta. Do y'all think Trevor Siemian could do enough for the Saints to win the division to get a wild card? Or do y'all think the Saints are done? I'm gonna start off with you on this one, Justin.
You could do enough to get a wild card because they were not QB centric. Similar to a Cleveland, similar to a I had it in my head, but similar to a couple of like the 49ers, for instance, they're not necessarily QB centric. The quarterback has to basically not turn the ball over. You make the throws when you got to make them, but don't turn the ball over. You'll probably be fine with a defense like that. If he gets to 24 consistently, they'll make the playoffs. Now, if he has a game where he scores 6 or 9 with 3 interceptions, then they'll probably lose it, obviously. But if he keeps the turnovers down, he did an okay job of that in his career in Denver. I think he was something like 30-some touchdowns, 20-some picks, something like that. If he keeps the interceptions down, don't give up any short field turnovers, they should be fine. Their back half of their schedule is not death row by any means. So they should make the playoffs, slide in 6-5 seeds somewhere there, or 6-7 seeds.
All right, Caleb. What's your thoughts of the Saints? Do you think they still win the division, a wild card, or you think
your favorite team?
I don't know about the division, but their defense can only take them so far, and I would hate to see like them boys like crash and burn out because now they have to go through the remainder of the season hoping that certain people don't get hurt. I really feel like the heart and soul of the defense is Demario Davis. And if the Heat just so happens to go down, man, I really don't know, man. Offensively, I don't really see them putting up a lot of points. I probably see them putting up at least about 18 points a game, if that. But the Saints defense will be carrying them about as far as they can go. And if their defense starts to burn out, then hey, there's your answer. It'll be pretty much they will be a wild card team. They will leave, like they would first. Back to you,
All
Justin.
right, I have more injury news. Jacksonville Jaguars tailback James Robinson is out due to his heel injury. So, don't know how that affects you at all, but if you're a fantasy, what in the hell?
Yeah, I seen that earlier. I had to pull that up. ODELL. Does that mean he's gonna be in Minnesota?
I hope not, because DK got his hair that crazy shade of blue for Seattle, and I just my brain hadn't comprehended that yet.
All right, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and get into these picks. If y'all watching, if y'all have any picks, y'all just put them up. Let us know who y'all got as well. The first game, we might as well start off where we just got to finish talking about them. Atlanta at New Orleans. Game in New Orleans. Who y'all got? Who you got, Caleb?
Falcons.
Who you got, Justin?
Boy, you petty. New Orleans is 6-point favorites. They win but don't cover. New Orleans close.
I'm going Atlanta too. I got Atlanta.
Boy, I got a lot of hate. Yeah, I got a lot of haterade in y'all heart, boy. A lot of
Man,
boy.
I don't trust Trevor Siemian, man. Like,
If it was Jameis, yeah, but is Taysom Hill playing?
Yes, he is active. I was told the only reason he didn't play quarterback this week was because he basically didn't have a full week of practice. They kind of and Trevor played well coming in for Jameis, so it's kind of like why take him out, kind of thing.
Right.
James said New Orleans in a close one. We got the Raiders at New York.
Which New York? The Jets.
I'm about to ask which one doesn't matter.
The Giants. Well, doesn't matter.
Not really.
Saquon activated though, huh? He not activated? Oh,
nope.
Shit.
Still out with ankle.
Wait up,
Who you got, Caleb?
I got the Raiders.
I got the Raiders as well.
Yeah, I got the Raiders. What is? They seem to get better after more stuff happens to them. So I don't know. I got the Raiders as well.
Bills at Jacksonville.
Really?
You're gonna cover the spread.
Yeah.
Bills gonna cover the spread.
Bills by 30. I meant to add this to my parlay last night and I forgot. I really got home with my ticket and it was like, God damn it, that was it.
I got Bills by 14.
Yeah, Bill by 28.
Yeah, I got Bills by 30 at half.
All right. We got the battle of the AFC North quarterbacks. We got Joe Burrow versus Baker Mayfield. Browns at the Bengals.
Okay. You said AFC North quarterbacks. Like you said quarterbacks. I thought you were talking about Lamar and Joe Burrow because the Browns don't have one. I got the Bengals. It's only a 2-point spread for some reason. I jumped all over that last night. I got the Bengals to easily cover. I got the Bengals by 9 or 10.
Who you got, Caleb?
Give me the Bengals.
All right.
Justin Jefferson is warming up in a free ODELL sweatshirt.
Why?
I have no earthly idea.
He's already free.
I mean, he's not free officially. He ain't free till Monday. But
I don't get that. All right, Patriots at Carolina. New England at Carolina. Who you got, Caleb?
New England.
Another game I jumped all over last night, 3.5, or it's down to 3 now. Wow, should have got that. It's 3.5. When I placed my bet last night, Patriots easily cover. Sam Darnold has 1 touchdown and 6 interceptions against us in his career, and has not scored a touchdown. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Patriots as well.
Although McCaffrey's activated, I think.
Yeah, I heard something earlier that he was activated.
He's activated, but I'm not sure he's gonna play yet. So.
All right, so we got Broncos, Denver at Dallas.
Stayed away from this one because it was 9.5. I didn't know about Dak. It's 10 now, actually. Dallas should win and cover.
Yeah. think that Dak is playing today, so I'm gonna go with Dallas, and like that Broncos team just been a roller coaster, and then now they're just a merry-go-round where they don't even go nowhere, just spin around in a goddamn circle. So give me Dallas.
Yeah, I think Dallas gonna win as well. Then we got Minnesota at Baltimore. How that's crazy. Baltimore, they play our division this year. They played Minnesota. I would say Minnesota and Green Bay is the two toughest opponents in our division, and they got both of us at home. But
Oh,
the
cry me a
but
river,
the,
Packer fan.
but the Bears and Lions, they had them away. Okay, I don't know. Baltimore getting off easy. Anyway, Minnesota and Baltimore.
They technically lost to the Lions, but like we
They lost twice to the Lions. We ain't gonna talk about it though.
right.
Who y'all got? Who y'all got? The Vikings at the Ravens.
I got the Ravens. They should win and cover. I just picked the money line on it though. But Ravens. I got the Ravens winning the game.
Yeah, I need the Ravens to win for fantasy purposes because I have Lamar and Mark Andrews. I need them to have a big game. And then the Vikings, I need them. We need to keep as big as a lead on them as we can until
Man, Jordan
Rodgers
Love got y'all today, man. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I'm going to the Ravens too. Who you got, Caleb?
I got the Ravens. They're going to win by 14. Lamar is going to actually have a very good passing game today. Can't believe I'm saying this.
You petty.
Okay. I hope he do. Is it Davis Mills? Is he the starting quarterback?
No, it's Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. Oh, he back. So we got Tyrod Taylor versus Jacoby Brissett. Houston at Miami.
I got the fighting Tyrod Taylors.
And give me Tyrod because like they've been doing my dude wrong, man.
I'm gonna go Tyrod as well. I'm gonna go Houston. Hope they pull it off. The afternoon games. We're gonna start off with the Chargers. The Chargers at the Eagles.
It's like the Chargers just giving this type of love-hate vibe, and I see why that they don't really have that many fans because like they start off good, and then after that, then they just drop off the face of the earth, and now they're trying to climb back up. But like losing last week really did hurt them bad, and this is the Eagles that obviously don't care right now, so. It will be just the Chargers' luck to actually lose this damn game today. So I'm gonna go Chargers.
Who you got, Justin?
I have the Chargers because I can't pick Jalen Hurts to do anything successfully while playing quarterback. So I've got the Chargers. If they lose to Sirianni, I believe it's the coach's name for the Eagles, Nick Sirianni.
Yep.
If they lose to him, just going to pack up the season and move back to San Diego because clearly you don't deserve LA.
Man, I done heard Justin this Tua do a sneak diss at Mac, saying that he reached the ceiling already. Now I just heard him diss Jalen Hurts.
Amen.
What? Tell me what's the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the similarities between all three of these quarterbacks? What does these three quarterbacks have in common?
They all played at the University of Alabama. Every last one of them. And ain't none of them that good.
I was gonna say they all national champions. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. I would have been too. I got 4 first-round receivers, 3 first-round offensive linemen, 2 first-round running backs. I'd have been national champion too.
Hey, but for real, all jokes aside, shout out to LSU for that game y'all played yesterday, bro.
I don't want to talk about that. I refuse. Oh, please move on. If I curse that child out, let's just move on.
All right, Caleb. We're gonna start with you first. Packers at Chiefs. Jordan Love versus Patrick Mahomes.
Boy, Jesus.
Jordan Love is going to lead us to victory, as well as this defense is going to try their best to like let Tyreek get his, but to not beat the shit out of him. So I have Packers today by 6.
I mean, and Matt LaFleur come with the same game plan that he had for Kyler Murray, um, and we run the ball. Jordan Love, all he has to do is not make any mistakes, because that's basically how Aaron Rodgers, played against Arizona. We ran the ball and he didn't make any mistakes. Uh, I could see us staying in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and start my Jordan Love campaign that he win this game by 4 today. Jordan Love beat Patrick Mahomes, and that's gonna give me the confidence going into next season about our quarterback. I'm gonna go Jordan Love Packers by 4. Who you got, Justin?
Boy, got some Packers fans. KC's -7 right now in Vegas and a LeBert Sportsbook. Bad News Louisiana. Check it out. Chiefs win, don't cover. I can't consciously pick Jordan Love to be Patrick Mahomes. But boy, for chaos purposes, I would love for that to happen. I would be over the moon. You got a QP competition in Green Bay. The Chiefs just lost the Bigfoot of quarterbacks because we never seen them play besides one wild clip in the preseason. I mean, I would enjoy this. I would thoroughly enjoy this. This would just be amazing for me personally. I would probably have a rant posted in the group every day on different people that messed this up. But I just can't pick Jordan Love to go in the Arrowhead and beat Patrick. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. If Daniel Sorensen starts, though, you got a shot. If Daniel Sorensen starts for the Chiefs, number 49, you got a shot. You got a hell of a shot. Just throw it at him all game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. But let me ask this question, right? If or when that the Packers win this game today, does that, is Kansas City essentially in trouble now of making the playoffs or what? Like,
if the Kansas City Chiefs, I would say dire straits at the moment. But if Kansas City Chiefs lose to Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers,
they're done.
They need to change the name of the AFC title trophy because it no longer needs to be the Hunt family. They need to name it after somebody else. It's just they out of there, cooked, finito.
Yeah, I think they're in trouble right now. If they lose to us, I think they're done. Like,
yeah, because then the Raiders will probably go beat the Giants, so then they'd be 2 games back of the division.
I got to look at the Kansas. I got to look at their schedule.
I mean, they got some hitters coming up after y'all. It ain't Cream Puff City.
Yeah, they already lost to the Raiders and the Chargers, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. In Kansas City, both games. Sorry, the update. The sweatshirt says freed ODELL.
Oh, freed. Okay, all right. No, they never played the Raiders.
I know. I lied. It's free ODELL. No, it's definitely free ODELL. I got a picture of it now. Oh, there's several Vikings players wearing the shirt, actually. Wow. Feels like an open recruitment, but hey, whatever.
So this was Kansas City. They got at Las Vegas next week. Then they got the Cowboys, Broncos. They got Las Vegas again. At Chargers, Steelers, at Bengals.
Jesus.
Then in the city, in their schedule at them. So
I heard about 5 losses just now.
This honestly, this is probably the easiest game on the schedule left against Jordan Love Packers.
I mean, probably the Broncos might be easier, but everybody else.
Yeah, Broncos.
Harrison Smith is out today due to COVID protocols.
Yep. Sure is.
Okay, let's see. We got a couple of games left. Let's see. Hold on.
The Monday night game, the Sunday night game.
We still got Cardinals 49ers.
Yeah, Cardinals and 49ers. Is Kyler Murray playing today?
No idea. Him and DeAndre Hopkins are both highly doubtful, to be honest. Highly doubtful. They'll try to go. They're going to try to do the pregame warm-up and see. Kyler has more hope than D-Hop, but they're going to try to see. If I had to bet, I would bet neither one of them plays. So it'd be Colt McCoy starting for the Cardinals more than likely. Yeah, I don't see either one of them playing. So because of that, I got the Niners.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with San Francisco as well. Game in San Francisco. I'm gonna go with San Francisco.
I think that Kyler is going to play, so I'm gonna go with there. I'm gonna go with Arizona.
All right, Tennessee first game without Derrick Henry. Uh, Tennessee at Los Angeles Rams. Who y'all got?
Cooper Cup about to go stupid tonight. Give it a Ram against the worst pass defense in the league right now.
Rams by 30.
Dang.
Rams about to get them boys. Rams about to do them boys dirty on national TV in front of everybody. About to expose Ryan Tannehill, have him arrested for indecent exposure on national television. That's gonna be tragic.
And I hope Bob Miller don't play tonight, man, because I need Tennessee to win this game. I hope Bob Miller don't play tonight.
As
But yeah,
long as Aaron Donald got a pulse, the Tennessee Titans gonna lose this game.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Los Angeles by 10. And then the Monday night game, we got Chicago at Pittsburgh.
Ew.
Yeah,
It's kind of a weird game. This is a weird game, to be honest.
I mean, I guess you got to give everybody a national TV game, which it is in the league rules. Everybody got to be on national TV once. But, that game might be 13-12.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
Like, I'm actually mad at the NFL for doing this.
Shout out to Carmelo for carrying the Lakers.
To what?
To
what?
5-5?
Now, say, did you watch the game last night? That was horrible.
But Melo is doing his thing.
Hey, man.
He is now Robin.
Man, that was horrible last night.
Hey, don't call him Robin.
AD sure ain't.
That was horrible last night.
Lord, y'all got beat by a team under investigation. That's tragic.
Dame Dollar owns Russell Westbrook. Dame Dollar owns Russell Westbrook.
Dame couldn't shoot all season. Saw Russ got happy.
That reminded me of Michael Porter Jr. and Kyle Kuzma. Michael Porter Jr. has his best game against Kyle Kuzma.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. Let's talk basketball.
All right. Bears and Steelers.
The loser is us as fans having watched this game. Who wins it? I don't know. But
in Pittsburgh, if that helps.
It's in Pittsburgh by 3, I guess.
Yeah, the home team usually get an extra 3 points. So yeah, Pittsburgh by 3. I agree with that.
Major shout out to the Atlanta Braves, and like I'm just throwing in other things because like I don't know who the hell to actually pick. It's a terrible game. But since that I'm out of time, WWE is like stripping, releasing everybody. All right, okay.
Putting that up there, but that was bad.
I'm gonna go with I also got my PS5.
Caleb.
Justin Fields is going to win his first big game of the year. Well, his first primetime game of the year. So giving the Bears by 3. I didn't want to do that. I should have said no contest or something like that.
Them boys gonna tie. Watch them boys tie. Watch them boys make us watch that for 70 minutes instead of 60.
All right, y'all. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Hopefully,
who was your pick, sir? Hold on. Who was your pick?
I said the home team usually.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. My bad. I was trying to slide out of there. My fault.
Hold on. Time out. No, scratch that. I take my pick back because like Justin Fields is about to get killed
by TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. So yeah, Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, Justin. for having faith in you, but
For having faith in the team around him, not him. The boys
in the
around
offensive
him.
line.
Yeah, no, in the organization in general, in the city of Chicago. Yes, you messed up.
Yeah. I'm glad I changed it before the show ended. Shoot.
Hey, so next week, I'm gonna talk to Spencer about this, but we might do a little all pro picking, like pick some positions for the all pro, like all pro for a all pro first team, for quarterback, wide receiver, and running back. We're gonna work up something, but yeah, we're gonna probably throw that in the mix because the season almost halfway. Or is it? The season
It
is
is
halfway.
halfway over. Yeah,
Yeah, halfway. So yeah.
This is week 10. Oh, week 9. My bad.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna start picking players for all pro. But we will be back next week. Talk about these games. Talk about the Saints. Talk about the Packers. Talk about the Patriots. Fellas, anything y'all want to say before we go? Any last words?
I just want to start off by saying that I still don't like Alabama. So honestly, I hope that the whole team get turf toe. Nothing personal though. Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey are both active. Malcolm Jenkins is active. Sammy Watkins is out. And I hope that the University of Alabama, as an organization, I said it before, all get turf toe. I hope every student on campus gets turf toe simultaneously. I don't know how to be possible, but that made my day better. So yeah, I want to just point that out.
Man, we don't look good. Like I don't see us like I don't see us beating Georgia in the
I don't know
SEC.
how y'all number 2 in the country. Because I'm a huge LSU fan. That's the best we didn't look in about a month.
Right.
Bruh. Bryce Young, I had so much hope for him at the beginning of the season.
His old line failed him last night. I ain't even gonna hold you. LSU was busting that thing up with second and third stringers.
Well, LSU was sending a blitz a lot though, and he wasn't reading it.
I mean, he was reading it good enough. The problem was it was getting back to us so fast. Y'all wasn't picking up nothing. I don't know. Bill O'Brien was just like
running back. They had this one on third down where y'all sent the lead blitz, and the running back he kind of like did a what
shoulder, yeah,
what Tim Tebow tried to do in Jacksonville.
Throw the wrong shoulder. Like he just, I don't know. Like I said, that wasn't really on Bryce Young last night. Y'all was because we were sending 6 to 5 pretty much all game, and so it's kind of like, what is he supposed to do? Although he did better than Max Johnson.
Yeah,
so, there's that. I mean, you can,
garbage.
You don't have Max Johnson, so celebrate.
Oh man.
Boy, Walker Howard, I can't wait till you show up on campus next year. Boy.
All right, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Hey Justin, can you send me that website where you be doing all your bets on?
I mean, I went to LeBurge last night. I physically went to the casino last night.
Oh, you went to the casino. Oh, all right.
But the apps are coming out soon. Caesars is doing a promo where you put in a certain code. I think it's FBRF. I think when you promo up, you download the app, you get $100 free credit. DraftKings is doing it, and FanDuel. So if you're in Louisiana, make sure you get that. You might get $300 of free bet money. Because the apps are going to be up sooner rather than later. They might give the casinos a couple weeks of exclusivity, but then the apps will be up sooner rather than later.
Cool. All right, fellas, man. Y'all enjoy the games today, man. Y'all have a blessed one as always.
All right, man. Catch y'all boys later.